All right, guys, welcome to Tango's TikTok. So let's see what Stand Up has got for us today. It's a brand new day.
Now you can start one up with a remote control from like 50 yards away, right? Remember when airbags first came out? They just had one for the driver. My family! Oh my God! Oh my God! Why would you just save me? And then eventually, they got airbags for everybody. Because everything gets better.
I realize you have a lot of Chinese takeaways in the UK with puns in their names, right? I've seen walk this way, walk and roll, walk you want. So why do you guys make us do that? English is not their first language. When it came to your country, did you guys just hand them a book of Chinese restaurant puns, rice to meet you? Off. That's not very rice. You don't do that to Indian takeaways, right? Never seen a place here called None of Your Business?
In America, leading up to that flight, on every channel on TV, there was a rolling ticker tape that said America on red alert, okay? And every bulletin said, we have an intel that there's going to be another 9/11. This weekend, in New York or LA, do not fly unless you absolutely have to. I had to, I was filming. And if you fly, be extra vigilant. Okay, so I'm there. I'm the only one in the first class lounge, right? And I'm still trying to remain philosophical about it. I'm thinking, right, today's the day you definitely don't try and get a bomb on the plane. Do you know what I mean? You think, no, everyone's, wait till Monday, right? And I'm there, and about 15 minutes before boarding, into the first class lounge comes this guy. I don't know whether he was North African or Middle Eastern, but he had all the gear, and beard, everything. Steel attaché case, okay? Here's your middle-class, rational liberal. I go, I'm suddenly just engaging staff in inane conversation. I'm going, flight on time? They're going, yeah. I'm going, what's the weather like in England? And they're going, oh, it's like they're going to go, oh, it's a bit there he is, right? It didn't happen, right? So now, I'm stewing on this, all the things for the week leading up to it. There's going to be a 9/11, it's going to be here, it's going to be today, it's going to be New York. Oh my God, right? But now I'm in two minds. There's a fight between good and evil, between rational and irrational, okay? So, this one goes, oh, that's a suicide bomber. Don't be stupid. What do you know? That's what they look like. Why'd you say that? There's a picture of him on every page of the Daily Mail. Don't be stupid. It's a cliche. Be stupid. Then he makes a phone call. I can't understand what he's saying, but he sounds a bit angry, right? This one goes, oh, we made a phone call. This one goes, you just made a phone call. Yeah, but not in foreign. Shut up, stupid. Why'd you think that? Look at the beard. He's been checked. He's been checked the same as us. Do they check the beard? Yeah, they check the beard. They check the beard, okay? And then I'm sort of, it's all going ahead, and I'm sort of looking at him absent-mindedly, sort of staring at him. And he catches me looking, and he goes like this. This one goes, oh, he knows. This one goes, no, he knows why you're looking at him. He's had that sort of prejudice, that shit, for fucking months. Stop looking at him, shut the fuck up, right? But this one starts winning. The fear starts beating the rational, okay? So going, well, I said it would be today. Yeah, I know, but what? But the statistics, well, they're up today, aren't they? They're up. Yeah, but don't give it, it won't happen to us. They said that on 9/11. Yeah, but what about all the checks? Well, they find new ways of getting past our detection. Then we have to up our game, and that's how it... Yeah, you're right. So suddenly, now we're one there, and I think, oh my God, this is it. And you get a wave of nausea when you suddenly go, oh my God, this is it. I'm one of the people that have witnessed... And they go, okay, yeah, let's report him. This one goes, no, we can't. Why? In case someone thinks we're racist. What the no, let's report him and be a wrong live racist. And so I'm there and I think, here's a suicide bomber. I'm going to get on the plane with him and I'm going to die. And I'm having a little breakdown and I'm nearly crying. And all this happens in a few moments. And I look over and he's joined by his wife who's got all the gear and his two little girls, right? And I go, oh, of course he's not a fucking suicide bomber. If you're off to see 72 Virgins, you don't take the wife and kids along. So, and I got on the plane, and I was sort of relieved and embarrassed, and I saw the funny side of it, and of course he wasn't a terrorist, he was a businessman and a family man, he was playing with his little girls who kept running up and down, bumping into my chair, he wasn't doing anything, and he was sort of like scaring them, and they were screaming at the top of their voice, like after half an hour, I was hoping someone would blow the fucking plane up, right?
The great thing that I have done is my kids are not afraid of me. And every time I have fucked up, I've gotten down to my kids' level and let them know that I was wrong and I apologize. So the great thing is my kids are not afraid of me. So now, my daughter's a little bit older. She's like 4.5 now. So now whenever I start flipping out, she actually has been helping me to stop. Because the second I hear that cute voice, I just think, Dad, sorry. I just immediately, it's hilarious. Like I'll be in the kitchen and all of a sudden, I'm always in the kitchen doing something, right? And one day I just come in like, what the fuck kind of toaster is this? What was wrong with the other toaster? I need to download the app to make fucking cocksucking. And all of a sudden, she'll just be like, in the other room, be like, Dad, don't scream like that. And the second I hear that voice, I'm like, you're right, buddy, sorry. I'm just gonna download the app here. Download the app and the amount of, what it taken just to make some fucking toast. Oh, Dad, you said a bad word. She does all of that shit, right? The great thing that I have done.
Young man, you, 24, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. You gotta Google shit that I lived through. See, this is why I lock motherfuckers' phones up. Seriously. Because the young kids, you guys, look, you need to take a break from that. We all need to break just from that technology, just for a minute. You know, I'm from a different time, young man, a dark time to you. I'm from a time that I didn't even used to know who was on the phone until I answered the shit. Like when tragedy used to strike. I remember I was 12 years old and the teacher wheeled a television set into the classroom. You remember these days? And she turned it on to one of 3 channels. And she said, class, the space shuttle is taking off and we're all gonna watch it take off. Man, that shit was going great for like 3 to 5 minutes. That's right, you remember, it fucking exploded. Right on television, everybody on board, dead, immediately presumed dead. It was so bad, the teacher looked at all the kids and was like, you can go home. It's a goddamn national tragedy. This was Cold War America. The Russians were laughing at us. My point is, for a guy your age, you wouldn't even know the pain because in your generation, it's like the space shuttle blows up every fucking day. How can you care about anything when you know every goddamn thing? Young man.
I know, it's probably mean to do this stuff, but like, you can only have so much sympathy. You know what happened to me that changed my life? I did a gig in India, right? Unbelievably great people, but some of the stuff that I saw there, I'll never forget. I did a gig in India. I saw a toddler take a shit between 2 parked cars, walked away, no pants or parents, and then disappeared into the crowd like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs. It's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen in my life. And then I come back to my country and it's like, oh, the studio said I had to lose 15 pounds to star in a movie. Well, then start running, you fat fuck. That's your big complaint in life? You know what it is? You know what it is about these fatties? You know what it really is? They have no respect for the amount of sacrifice and dedication it takes to truly get in like magazine level shape. Which is you ever try to get abs? You ever try to get all the abs and get that shit down here? You ever try to do it? It's fucking impossible.
That's all I said. I go, hey, where are you guys from anyway? And I could tell that she was on to me. She goes, very condescendingly, she says, I'm from California. If you're asking my ethnicity, I am Chinese. And her husband was just cool about the shit. He was like, I'm Mexican, bro. I said, well, I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but you're a very beautiful couple. And miss, there's no question that you're going to give birth to the hardest working baby this world has ever seen. That's not a bad joke. She got very upset. She got up to leave immediately, but she didn't just leave. She had to take one last dig at me on the way out. I will never buy one of your fucking DVDs again, Dave Chappelle. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, Chinese people don't buy DVDs.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That was today's episode. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a comment and like, subscribe, and let me know what you thought. Let me know what your sense of humor is. Get back to me and have an amazing day. Bye.